Hi. So this is me talking about 4K Blu-ray 4K versus Blu-ray, while talking about the history of physical format. Starting all the way back with the VHS and Laserdisc starting all the way back to VHS. I'm basically going to talk about more than the advantage and the disadvantage for each one, and why I think Blu-ray 4K, which is just a fucking retired name. What a lame name, ass name. Well, it's not really a lame ass name, it's a confusing name. Or is it 4K, just 4K? Let me see, 4K Ultra HD is called. That's what it's called. 4K Ultra HD. Okay, it's a cool title, but I don't know what 4K means. So, and most people just call it 4K when it's literally full, I guess 4K Ultra HD. Now I just want to say, I'm basically judging my knowledge from 4K based off the clips that have actually come from 4K plays and 4K discs. And I will say, the sound quality is a lot more crisp than DVD. Blu-ray. And also the shadows are darker, more rich and darker. However, the color, I noticed that the color always looks like the exaggerated color. What be a good exaggerate, would be good color grading or bad color grading, or a film that doesn't have any color grading. For some reason, 4K will take away the color out of the film and usually leave this sort of really ugly artificial look that just strains your eyes, even if you're wearing your glasses, and corrects it to 2020 or beyond 2020 vision, which is what I have, which is 2010. Which is better than 2020 vision. In case those of you who are not know this, the free best vision you can have is 2020 and 2015 and 2010, and I have the best out of the free. Which is glasses anyway. So even if you have really sharp eyesight for close-up over distances, the best way I can describe 4K and why I hope 4K I just hope 4K goes away completely, vanishes off the earth, and dies out like Blu-ray 3D. 3D Blu-ray, I mean. Yeah, I think that had a bit of a good idea, but I feel like, I think that was a bit of an interesting idea, but the problem is you can't use that with any 3D glasses. You had to have special glasses and have special this and special treatment. Give it all special treatment. Special TV player, special Blu-ray player, special glasses player. The same goes for 4K. You have to have a 4K TV, a 4K player, and a 4K disc. It sounds like the same stupid market corporate bullshit that Blu-ray 3D is what kind of doomed it, and why it's dying out, why it's not as popular was now as it was in 2010s. So, and Yeah, I just want to say I've never watched Blu-ray 3D movie, but that's my problem why I never watched it, because holy crap, I could, maybe if I just had the disc I would watch it, but you're asking for a different TV set, a different player set that I replace Blu-rays for Blu-ray 3D for Blu-rays, and this, I don't know, this sounds like a lot of money. And it sounds very unnecessary and very confusing. I mean, I'm sure it might look good. I mean, I like 3D. Sort of, kind of, I have conflicting relationships with it. I guess it depends what movie it is, if it's Last Airbender or versus Man of Steel. I'm talking about M. Night Shyamalan's Man of Steel. I'd rather have not see Last Airbender and Man of Steel, like I did when I saw it in theaters, versus rather see Man of Steel, a good movie, Zack Snyder's Man of Steel, than a bad movie. And usually, for some reason, I just thought the Last Airbender has to be the worst 3D movie I ever seen in my life, because if you have your glasses on or off with even bad vision, you can't even tell the difference with the 3D. I know this because I had bad vision when I saw it, because it was before I had prescription, and I was still when I had bad trouble seeing distances. So, and I'm talking about the Last Airbender movie from M. Night Shyamalan. Not a show, okay? That's how bad the 3D was, the best way I can describe watching 4K from what I've seen of it, from clips of it, it's like having your eyes covered in chalk. Which is what my eyes feel like, even. It's basically what my eyes feel like when I don't have my prescription in. I just feel like I'm going absolutely bonkers. And I'm straining my eyes also. And make my eyesight worse, but also making my mental health worse at the same time. That's what's like watching the visual medium 4K. Now the sound quality element is solid, way improvement over Blu-ray. You know, I'm not sure actually. I say I know why I'm not sure, because the 4K colors look so artificial, so ugly, so terrible, so unhuman-like. It is hard to get invested in the film. Which somebody. Now I know a lot of people out there that think that ugly color grading makes it look more realistic, when it doesn't. That lets color films look more artificial, and the whole ugly colors look more like real life. When I don't know what they're smoking, but I want some of it, because they're obviously fucking stupid to think that. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on 4K versus, now I'm going to talk about Laserdisc. Laserdisc it's kind of like 4K, I feel like, Laserdisc. Laserdisc is like what the saw before, is something that they sold when they were still selling VHSs. Laserdisc is a real thing, and Laserdisc, I feel like it's like 4K. It has potential, but there's serious. I feel like there's things wrong with it to not count it, to not qualify as a finished product for any of their copies. Like, you know, time when DVDs or VHS would skip over the while they're playing over time as they got older. Well, that's kind of what happened with that's kind of how Laserdisc half of the time 50/50 goes. It skips through the beginning or the middle, skips right to the end, third act of the movie or whatever it is you're watching on the format. And at least that's what I remember. That's why I hated this idea of Laserdisc. And it's just, and I just said, this is fucking stupid. What, you have a interesting idea, but it's not really. It doesn't feel like it's stable. And you released the product before it became fully stable, and to a point when it's nuclear, it feels. Kind of like how I feel about 4K, except worse. I have worse feelings for 4K. Because it's like, why would you, it's like, okay, I will, 4K, my problem is the picture. I know a lot of people say the picture is good, but I see what the picture is not good. When with the sunset scene, the sun doesn't look like sunset. It looks like nighttime. And the most for some reason, nighttime looks better than the daytime, and looks more pretty, looking more like you want to be out there than the daytime, basically, we'll put it that way. Well, it's daytime versus nighttime, well, the other way around is the opposite. And nighttime's supposed to come across a little spooky and sounds a little creepy, like, even when or a little different tone, you feel like you get the more whimsical, breezier tone at nighttime on 4K than you do in the actual day sunlight. Even in lit rooms. It's like, that's the best I can give it. Now, let's talk about, okay, I'm going to talk about the benefits of DVDs versus the benefits of Blu-rays versus the benefits of VHS versus the disadvantages. And I'm going to tell you why I think the Blu-ray is the best. Just regular Blu-ray is the best quality, and why I think it's better than DVD HD first. It's because even though I mean, I will say DVD HD has more, usually you had more menus, I'll admit that. However, it didn't have quite as crystal clear with the sound. It had the same uncrystal clear that DVDs had, except maybe a little more muffled. Well, there's settings on all the platforms that you on a Blu-ray, DVD, and DVD HD that you can change so the sound sounds less muffled and more like it was recorded, like when it was on set. However, do you really want it? It's just, to me, you can do that or you cannot do that. Personally, I usually choose not to do that because I don't know why. It just feels like a bit of a chore to me, the whole process, you know. So yeah. Now I noticed that VHS always have better surround sound than DVDs and DVD HD DVDs also. DVDs, I think, I have better surround sounds, crystal clear sound, more crystal clear sound than HD DVD, even though HD DVD has better picture. Now, because VHS, in my experience, always have more crystal clear sound, but DVDs always will have better picture quality and more crystal clear picture quality, because the tape does age. Even though when you watch brand new VHS for the first time, the picture quality is just as good as it is for a DVD picture quality, and the sound's better. So you just but as time goes on, it becomes the opposite for DVDs when in terms of picture quality, while the sound quality stays the same. Somehow for VHSs, as in more crystal clear. Even I mean, you have to hear the static on the screen, but that's part of this tape wearing out. It's not basically saying it's not the part of the sound quality being bad. It's just part of the tape wearing out and aging. And now I think this is why I think and here's the thing about Blu-rays. Blu-rays, I think, is the best physical format you can get on for as of right now. That's on the market, and that's ever been on the market. It's because it only gives you a more equally as clear it doesn't give you a more clear sound than VHSs, but also a more prettier picture and richer colors with richer shadows at the same time. And that's why I think Blu-ray is the best physical format and better than beats 4K, Ultra HD. And why I think it's better. So, yeah, I'm just thinking what I should title this. I think I'll tell Jake Blu-ray versus 4K Ultra HD. Yeah. And, well, or something like that, you know? With these kind of videos, whenever I review something that's out of my comfort zone, I have to think a while if I can fit the title, I have to see if I can fit the title and the description and the, well, title of the video, and the word, and the thing, and, well, type my name and also type in the episode, number of the episode. So I'm going to have to see if I can put the past or the word history of physical format in the title, okay? So this is my Sauce Blu-ray. Gets a 10 out of 10 for being the best of the best. Laserdisc 4K to me gets like a 1 out of 10. HD DVD gets a 2 out of 10, and VHS gets 10 out of 10, and DVD gets format gets 9 out of 10. Just because the sound quality wasn't as crystal clear or improved crystal or more crystal clear than your regular VHS VHS that you popped in VHS player. And that's all.